Hello and welcome to this brief introduction about how to use OpenAthens to access Prep's scholarly databases and then how to use those databases to surface articles and information relevant to you. We start on the Prep website and we'll navigate through the Academics portal to the Libraries page. And as you scroll down, you'll see there's this big button that allows you to access the library resources right here. But before you click on that big button, pay attention to two notes. First, information here about how to access OpenAthens, especially if this is your first time. You'll want to use the Problems Signing In button and your gprep email account. And then at the bottom, about passwords. OpenAthens is pretty particular about its password protection, so make sure that your passwords follow these helpful guidelines. But once you have set up your OpenAthens account and password, just click on the Access Library Resources Here button and enter that information in. Again, use your gprep email account. And what you should see is a single search bar. What we have here is all of Prep's search engines and databases funneled through a single search bar, a lot of learning power concentrated in one place. In general, when you're entering a search term, fewer, broader words are better than longer, specific sentences. So for today's purposes, we'll use just one word to search and see what kind of returns we get. When you enter your search term, you'll notice you'll get your results back very quickly, but you'll also notice there are an awful lot of them, and they are not all universally helpful or available or accessible as we need. So what we'll do is we'll use the filters here in the left-hand toolbar to help narrow the scope of our search to information that's much more relevant or much more accessible. The search filters that I want you to get in the habit of using are first, full text, so that you get a complete article. Second, you want to use last year so that you get information that's more recent and more relevant. And then lastly, you want to use information that comes from both newspapers and magazines, so that in terms of length and language, you'll get accessible information. Notice how just with those filters, we've really narrowed the field here in terms of the number and variety of articles that we've got. But now we have to find the one that is right for us. It might be that that is not the very first returned result, and it might not be even on the first page. So I encourage you to flip through and look through the little previews here until you find an article that interests you and that might suit your purposes. Aha! Here is one. When you find an article that you are interested in, you just click on the link to the article. And you notice the first thing that pops up is not the article itself, but actually bibliographic information about the article. Here we have the authors of the article. Here we have the publication that published the article. Here we have the date of publication. So we have a lot of information about the article without actually having the article itself. But here in the left-hand column, you'll see there's a button here that says View Full Text. And if you click on that button, it will open up the content of the article itself in a new window. And there you have the article available to be read. If you read your article and you get some good information, great. But if you read your article and you need even more information, one helpful tool might be the subject terms back here on the search result page. You can use these subject terms to find other articles around similar information that might be similarly helpful to you. That's our introduction to OpenAthens and to the library's databases. Please reach out to me or to Ms. Lodish in the library for more detailed guidance as you need it.